Good morning. This is the end result of my bread making experiment. Playing around with a couple of recipes, but just a little bit of advice. Do not add extra flour if after the kneading process you think it's too soupy or too moist. It doesn't work out right. The flour will just sit there because the kneading process is over and it won't flip around and and start working. So it'll just bake with a poof of flour sitting on top of it. Just a little word of advice from Papa's garden. Hello everyone, this is Papa from Papa's garden. I did a little special recipe of bread making for my bread making for uh, this morning, and I second guessed myself on the process. I didn't trust the process for my recipe. My dough looked a little moist, so I added more flour to my bread machine. That's a no-no, folks. Trust the process. Trust your recipe, especially one that you've been using for a long time. Just a word of advice. Don't add anything in after the kneading process has ended, because this is what you'll wind up with. It smells so good, and I'm going to do a little taste test a little bit later, but this is what happens when you add flour later on in the process when you think the dough is a little too moist in your bread machine. Don't do it, folks. Good morning. This is my little bread making fail. It's a fail on the looks of the bread, but the taste is wonderful. I made an apple cinnamon walnut bread, and I mean, it's really nice. The texture of the walnuts and apple pieces is just marbled through the bread, and it's really, 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 really good. I just made one mistake. I added flour too late in the process because I thought the batter was too moist. The dough was too moist in my bread machine. Don't do that, folks. Hello from Papa's garden. This is some of the items I grew in my garden. Uh, this bread is made from. Hello from Papa's garden. This morning I made bread from some of the things from my garden. I used some of the apples from my apple tree, some of the walnuts uh, that I collected from the walnut tree, black walnuts, and I made this apple cinnamon walnut loaf of bread this morning. Smells wonderful. I wish you could smell it. It's got sin in it. But it turned out that early this morning I thought my dough was a little bit too moist, and I added flour to the bread machine. Don't do that. After the kneading process, it doesn't need any more. But it turned out to be really nice. It smells wonderful. It smells really great, and the texture is really nice. See that marbling of the black walnuts and the apples, and it's just, the smell is just coming off of it. So it smells sweet and tasty. And I'm gonna taste it in a few minutes. Let my wife get the first taste because she's my tester, my royal taster. All right, have a wonderful day, everyone. And don't forget, we grow things in our garden to use, not to go to seed, unless you're growing a seed garden. All right, have a wonderful day. Thank you. Thank you for watching.